director. Today I will be giving a presentation on the mood board I created for the play Detroit 67. So before I show you my mood board, I wanted to kind of share with you that as I was reading Detroit 67, my point of view for this story was limitations on goals, specifically for people of color. And as I was reading this, I felt a bunch of, mixed emotions. I felt sorrow. I felt major inequality because it's still very relevant to today. And I just got kind of angry because just because the color of your skin, they're limited on the goals they can accomplish. So, without further ado, I will show you my digital mood board because, we were doing everything virtually, we can't meet in person, so I'll give you a quick second to glance over the images that I decided to put in there. And of course, I will zoom in later as I go through each one. So to begin with, we have this picture of a little girl looking out the window. To me, that represented hope. Hope for change, hope for, a difference in the future. And I thought if we were to create a set with the basement and if there happens to be a window down there, I would picture, Shell and Link mostly looking out the window because that is their home, and also because Link is the dreamer. He would look out that window with like so much determination, and Shell would look out the window like, this is reality, this is how things are. So I think I want to show like a form of hope that these characters feel. Moving on to down here is a picture of a person in chains, but as you can see, the chains have broke free. I wanted to choose this photo because I wanted to kind of show how freedom isn't always granted in America as many people think it is. And people think that, oh, you come to America, you're free to do whatever you want, but not everybody, sadly, which is very unfortunate. So I kind of wanted to show this picture of, these characters having these dreams, but then they're not allowed to follow them, or they're not given the same opportunity as everybody else. Which leads me on to my next photo of this, Next photo, it's called The American Dream is Not About Having Stuff. It's About Having Opportunity. I chose that because it's a little ironic, like, what opportunity do these characters have? I wanted to kind of show how we all have these dreams, but a lot of us can't follow them because America doesn't allow each other to do it, which is very sad. And then this picture, I wanted it to be the main focus of the mood board and also the stage. It's a little girl being measured next to a ruler. So in the story, in the very beginning, it talks about how there's height markings in the basement. So I kind of wanted to do like a big physical representation of this ruler or of this like height marking in the stage, where as the play progresses, it would illuminate where the characters, especially Link and Sly, are closer and closer to getting their bar, so they would be illuminated like higher and higher and higher. But once it hits the very end, and sadly Sly gets killed, it brings it back down to square one. So I wanted to show how they were so close, but yet so far. And also, I wanted, of course, to include a picture of the Temptations. I feel that Temptations, of course, it's a group of colored men. It really brings together these group of people, especially Caroline. It's very soulful music, very, they love listening to this music. I feel it's, in despite of, everything bad that's going around, they look to music as a source of happiness and to relate to and kind of to, let go of things. And down here I have a picture of a yellow palette of different types of yellows. For some reason, yellow screamed to me as I was reading this play. It kind of shows like the different characters. Some are happy like Bunny and Link, they're so determined, but also, yellow isn't always a happy color. Like, that's why I wanted to choose like kind of a mustardy yellow to show like maybe this would be Shell's emotions throughout, where they try their best to cope with jokes and music, but they're not completely content with their life, of course. And also, I wanted to include a picture of, this metaphor picture of, these characters are so determined to get what they want, but of course, society or people's internal thoughts, they bring them down all the way. That's why I wanted to show three men pulling down on a fist. So like, I got this, but not really, not just yet. And also I have a picture of a very vintage looking basement. I feel like this kind of chill, low dim vibe would definitely suit the basement energy that I was looking for, and also the energy that, you know, I think the characters would have when they had parties and get-together. So that is my mood board. I hope you like it. I would love to hear your feedback, and also thank you so much for listening. See you next time.